So in this video, I thought it would be good to do a sit down with you, kind of run through my year and show you the different things that I put on a vision or a prayer board and what you can do also for the next year to come. So when 2027 comes around, you don't think, what did I do? Or what could I have done? So before we do that, let's talk about 2025. January, February, unfortunately, Kyle and I had some unfortunate circumstances. We faced a chemical pregnancy, which bounced me into the flu, norovirus, Epstein-Barr, and it was crazy. Domino effect of unfortunate events. However, in January is when I launched my business, Wholly Healed. It was a big passion of mine, a big desire of mine, and I did it. We started a community, Wholly Healed, and if you're also looking for something to be surrounded by like-minded people, people that love God, prayer, and want to get their health back, I'm going to go ahead and put that link below so that you have all the access and information to that for what you need. January through June, I really focused on my business and my book, which is coming out soon, called Wholly Healed, and I am so excited for that. Also in June, we had a tent revival with Wholly Healed. It was incredible. I felt like the Lord had put that on my heart, so we rented a little space at Little Clegg Park in North Olmsted. We had worship, we had word, and it was just absolutely amazing. And maybe this year the Lord will put it on my heart again. It was just such a surreal experience, and to be in the presence of God and to share His word. In August, we took a trip to Tennessee. I heard the voice of God, and I'm gonna save that for another video. In August, when we went to Tennessee, we also took a little detour to Nashville, where I met my editor, Lori, and we connected, and we knew that this was supposed to be, and we started editing my book, which again will be released really soon. And then in October, my husband and I found out that we are expecting a baby. So let me give you a little bump update. I don't really have a big bump, especially for being 16 weeks pregnant. It'll pop when it pops, right? We are both over the moon, and 2 days after we found out, we took a trip to Niagara Falls for the first time, in which my mind was blown. I was captivated. We did 30,000 steps a day, which may not have been such a great idea newly pregnant, but it was such a blast. It was cold, but it was perfect weather. I had never seen the falls before, and if you haven't gone, I highly recommend it. Stay on the New York side and travel over to the Canadian side, and it is just, oh my goodness. If I could, I would just go sit and stare at the falls and not even walk. But we walked from point to point so that we could see every single view. And it was gorgeous. We traveled through the New York State Park. We saw that side of the Niagara, the river, and it was just gorgeous. In November, tables started turning. We took on a big project with our kitchen and our dining room. We had a bad experience with a contractor, and unfortunately, what was supposed to take 3 days turned into 45 days. So unfortunately, I was out of my home during my first trimester, but it's so nice to be back home. We have our Christmas tree decorated, Christmas up, Christmas was celebrated. It was a very easy Christmas, and it was a very easy New Year. And so now what we're going to do is we're going to create our vision boards. And I want to show you a little bit about what we did and how they actually work. So I've created vision boards before. I've created New Year's resolutions before. And what happens is you create these things, and then all of a sudden you forget about them. They're out of sight, they're out of mind, you don't know what to do with them, or you forgot about them, and so you're like, it's okay, I'll try again next year. Well, I went to a church gathering with the women this year. They actually made prayer boards. So what they did is they encouraged us to get a cork board. And then we cut out pictures and we put the pictures on here. And then we keep it in a place that we can see it, and it reminds us, it drives us further to that goal. It gives us hope, gives us faith that God is going to lead and guide us and give us the ability and the strength to complete these goals. What I love about a prayer board instead of a vision board is that when you look at this, you think prayer. You think, Jesus, I need you. You think, I can't do this without the strength of God. And so you ask God for that strength every single day so that you can accomplish these things that you're going to set out to do or to accomplish. I want to share with you a few things that I put on my board last year. Now, you can set things up for 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, depending on what that specific goal is. Now, for me, one of the things that I put on my board was my book, and this is my book cover, Wholly Healed. This I completed this year, and this is going to be released extremely soon, but I completed it. Now, on my vision board still, I have a picture of me with this, the little cut and paste. I have a photo with books behind me doing a book signing, but the one thing that I did was complete this. The other one will be completed this year. The other thing I had on our vision board, which we wanted for years, but I didn't put on a prayer board until this year, which was an avocado mattress. I've always wanted one of these. It's organic. I've heard great things about it, and you get wonderful sleep. It's like one of the top rated mattresses. And this year we decided that it was time. We had sinkholes in our bed and we were expecting a little one. So we were like, we need a king size anyway. And guess what? God came through and we were able to get our avocado mattress. Another thing that I had on the board, which I didn't think that it would unfold like this, but it was our kitchen. And I had emerald green cabinets. So the emerald green cabinets is not something we went with, which I'm so happy we didn't go with emerald cabinets. I would have been so sick of them. We actually went with white and gold, and I'm so glad we did. However, this is a beautiful kitchen, but we had ours done due to mold, and we thought, you know what, let's just make sure everything is good. Let's get new cabinets. And this is actually another thing that came to pass. And then last but not least, we've been praying for a baby. A lot of you know my health circumstances, what I've gone through, what I've been through, and I was just waiting for the appropriate time to conceive. This year, I put up on the vision board a woman with a pregnant belly. I experienced what I did in January, and we never know when God's perfect timing is, but October was our timing. And this came to pass. And I'm so excited that it did. What I'm here to tell you is to cut out different things that you want to see come into fruition. And then I want you to put them on your board and put this somewhere that you can see it every single day. Mine is next to my vanity where I can see it as I get ready. I meditate on it. I remember what my focus is for that year, and it drives me to success. So I hope you guys have a wonderful, happy new year. May this year be full of blessings and joy and prosperity. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe, like this video. I plan one of my goals for this year is to actually focus more on my business again since my book is written, and jump into growing a YouTube to connect with you guys more and share what the Lord has given me and what He has done in our lives. So I love you guys, and I will see you soon. Bye.